give you an update of how our fall winter crop is doing. It's September 9th when we planted this, and today is October the 8th. So it's been right at about a month now, and this is what it looks like. You can see here we got pretty good stands coming up. This year we only did a 4-way mix. Last year we did like a 6 or a 8-way, but we just didn't have that good of luck with it. I don't think the ground was good enough to grow all that, and also I think we ran into some issues with the planting depth on the drill. I didn't have it adjusted right. I think I had it planting too deep. And also, if you watched the How Well Does Cover Crops Grow in Fescue video, if you've seen that, you know we had some issues with that as well too. So this fall we're going into 2018 here with no fescue. So we sprayed and killed all of it, got rid of the fescue. So in this field we're doing pretty good. We got good stands coming compared to last year. So this year all we planted out in here was oats, cereal rye, turnips, and radishes. The turnips and radishes we put down pretty heavy. We put them at about 4 pounds to the acre. And I can't quite remember what we did the oats and cereal rye, but you can tell it's really growing pretty good. We just got 3 inches of rain yesterday, and then all morning today it finally quit raining. And let's just look at the ground here. It's really got some pretty good moisture in it now, and it's supposed to be 80 degrees tomorrow, so it should really grow well. It's just really soft down in there. So anyway, I feel like it's growing pretty good. We got some growing way back over there on the hill that we planted this year, because last year we planted some over there but it just didn't grow at all. And we had the fescue over there too, so this last spring we didn't plant it. But also we got some plantain and collards coming back from the spring when we planted that spring mix. We got some of them coming back in places back over there. Up on that little ridge hill there's quite a bit of them. But the ground up there is really good, because when we used to have the old dairy barn, that's where all the dairy barn cattle crap got spread. So that's really fertile soil up there, so it'll grow just about anything. But yeah, here's these collards and stuff. They did really well in the parts that it grew. We got some millet, random millet coming back up out here that didn't grow, that we planted during the summer. Back in the field over there we got quite a bit of it, but anyway, it's doing really well. So probably this next spring we'll up the percentage on the collards and the plantain. The cattle that graze this really like those collards. The sunflowers and the collards are the first thing they ate, and they ate the sunflowers all the way to the ground, which was really surprising. So anyway, so far though we're looking pretty good. I planted 2 of my neighbors. They were really happy with the results we had, so they wanted us to plant for them, because our one neighbor down here, which usually does our hay, he baled it for us last year, but we used his equipment this year and baled it. But he was just blown away at how how well it was doing. Like last year we got like 60 some, 70 some bales, and we got a lot of rain last year, and this year it's been really dry, and we belled less in round bells this year because we square belled all this up here, so we didn't have as many round bells, and we ended up with more hay this year with the cover crops and stuff than we did last year. So we ended up with 80, I think it was right at 80 bales, and last year I think we had like 68 or something like that. Plus we square belled all that we didn't do before, so we made quite a bit more ton to the acre on hay this year. So it was really really good year for us on the hay. As dry as it's been, most people hadn't been getting as much hay. So one of the projects we got coming up that we're probably going to do this year is we got a big pipe. I'm going to try to, me and my dad are going to try to make a crop roller out of it. So we got this cereal rye that grows up real tall. As you can see, last year it got, you know, about waist high or so. We're going to make a crop roller and try that. We're going to roll it down and plant into it. So I think we're done planting for the year. We got everything here planted. I planted this year behind my grandma's house over there, but it's still got a lot of fescue in it that's coming back up, and it's not doing us good. So maybe next year we can tend to that field a little bit and get it to where it's growing. So anyway, hope you guys are watching these cover crop videos and can kind of see, you know, the difference that it's making, because it's really phenomenal how we can go from hard ground like we had starting out a couple years ago to where we're just, you know, we get 3 inches of rain in 2 days and it all soaks in. You know, before we just have it all just, you know, run. Camera won't switch without stopping the video, but you probably can't see it, but the pond down there, after 3 inches of rain, it's not even moved on the water level. Usually we get that much, enough to fill up the creek. The creek down there was full, but it doesn't look like the pond gained any water because most of it just soaked in the field, so we just didn't get any runoff. But so that's where we're at on the cover crops. Hopefully at the end of November we'll probably get some more cattle. I think this time we're gonna look and see about getting 25 head this time, maybe a little more depending on how well this does, and graze them on here. So probably another 30 days or so with this growing, and it ought to be pretty tall by then, hopefully about a foot tall. They're forecasting probably 60 degrees next week, upper 60s. So it's gonna start cooling off, so some of this cooler season crop will grow better. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you haven't already, consider subscribing. Also be sure to follow us on Facebook, 4M Ranch, and on Instagram at Eric Motter. And I'll see you on the next one.